at the half. Seattle leading the defending world champions. But can the Lakers come back and repeat that title? That's what Bill Russell wanted to find out.
Well, I have this theory that when teams want to repeat as champions, everybody wants to help so much that they want to do a little more. And there's a danger of upsetting the chemistry, because the key to a great team is chemistry, you know. And so I was just wondering if you guys had thought about, would you want to do exactly the same thing, or are there some things you want to change?
Well, I think what we do as a unit will overshadow anything that we do individually. If we are able to rise to the same level that we did last year, we'll have a very good year. We'll win 60 games, or almost 60 games. But that's not going to keep some other team from rising higher. So we can't get caught up in looking around us and trying to compare ourselves to what everyone else is doing. We have to do what needs to be done first, that is, make the playoffs in a good position. And then we have to see what happens from there.
Jamal, what's the difference between this team and the team you want to Golden State in terms of your chance of repeating?
Well, first of all, they're two totally different teams. Golden State was a forward-oriented team, i.e. Rick Barry, and then myself, and the Lakers. Kareem is the man on our team, and you know we have exceptional talent around him. But I think up in Golden State, the following year we came out and had the best record in the NBA, and we kind of petered out in the playoffs. And so if we can just kind of have a little patience with ourselves and not rush too much and throw our chemistry out of balance, I think we'll have a good chance, you know. We don't want to get too relaxed, but we don't want to be too hyped either.
And you, Magic, do you think you'll try to change what you did, or just keep on keeping on?
Well, I think just doing the same, just playing my role, which is just to get in there, rebound some, score a little bit, and try to just smack them on the rear or on their hands and keep them kind of fired up. That was my role, and I think it won't change. But I think I'll be a lot better player this season than last season because of just knowing what to expect now.
Well, Magic, after playing a whole year with Kareem, 100 games, what did you learn from him?
Give him the ball. No, I think what I tried to do, exhibition and during the season, is try to learn where every player wants the ball, where he wants it and where he can operate best from. And I tried to learn the big fella. It takes a little time more with the big fella than anybody else because he's in only a certain area, which is down low. And you want to get it, you have to really watch him and see where he puts his hand, because once he puts his hand up, that's where he wants the ball.
Now, Jamal here is, I imagine he's the type of guy that at the end of the season he says something and someone says, "Who is that?" Because they don't recognize the voice. He doesn't talk a lot, does it?
No, he don't. He's quiet.
Well, now, you know, in a game, there's a tendency for men that are quiet to kind of forget that they're out there because they never complain.
Right.
How do you keep from forgetting that he's out there? You know, and, you know, like you got control of the ball and somebody's got to shoot. And, you know, some guys, they'll tell you, say, "Hey, I need a shot."
Well, believe me, when they want the ball, nobody's quiet. I think Jamal's the first to holler, but I tell you, Jamal is a type of player that keep your stats up really good, your assists, because he's a runner.
Well, I think, Bill, it's kind of like a snowball. When you run and you get the ball and you get it where you want it, where you can do something with it, then there's a tendency to want to run more. And, you know, with Irvin and Norm, you know, I know if I get out there that if there's a good chance I will get the ball, but if I don't, that someone will get an easy shot, and in the long run, that's going to help the team.
And all that helps you, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Because that means you can miss some of those fast breaks.
Yeah, I can watch him from the other end of the court. I used to go to Madison Square Garden and with my high school coach and ask him how come you didn't run down and follow the break? And he said, don't worry, he will when it's necessary. And I learned that from watching you play. So it's not a bad habit.
I didn't think so. In fact,
you have to stick up for me.
That's right. That's right.
I'll stick up for you.
Okay.
I can't get in every break just from the nature of what I was trying to do to get the board and get it out. As the other guys are running, they usually have at least 20 feet as a head start. So I stay back and I'm the defensive safety, and I get a little rest.
Well, everybody knows without your rebound, there's no fast break. So he doesn't have to run, though. When you got 3 or 4 guys that we have on our team that can really get down quick, then he really doesn't have to run, because we're going to get a shot. Somebody's going to get a shot.
How sure are you that you guys are going to win it again?
We have to be very good. I think we are very good. We have to be lucky. There's no telling if luck is going to smile on us or not. But if we don't do well, I doubt very seriously it's going to be from a lack of effort or preparation.
And how about you? You expect to win again?
I think that we have a very good chance of repeating. We have exceptional talent and a good coach, but I think we have the organization behind us, which was a problem up at Golden State when we won it the first time. But I think here in Los Angeles, you know, we have a very good chance, and I think, as Kareem said, it won't be because of lack of effort or preparation.
And I know you've been you expect to win all the time, so do you expect to win again?
Yeah, I do. I think we have the team that can do it. I always set my goals up high, so I'll be the one that go out on the limb and say, yeah, we're going to repeat. I think it's going to be tougher, no question about it.
I think that one of the great things, at least for me it was, and you never get over it, is that for this whole year, you guys, you'll be introduced as the world's champions.
That's right. Okay. 82 of them.
The NBA on CBS will continue after this word from your local station.
This is the 35th year of the National Basketball Association, and 2 of the greatest stars of the past decade have decided to hang up their shoes and go into retirement. Dave Cowens, over a decade of one of basketball's greatest centers. Twice he led Boston to the World Championship in '74 and again in '76. The ability to drive to the basket or turn and face and hit outside. The man who won many World Championships, Bill Russell, talks about Dave.
Well, you know, I know Dave Cowens. And I remember when Boston drafted him, I went back to Massachusetts and talked to him and talked to Red. And I watched him work out. And Red was going around saying, I got to find a center. I got to find a center. I said, Red, you got one. He said, where? I said, Dave Cowens. He said, he's a forward. I said, he could play center. And he did. And he did it quite well. Because he had 2 important ingredients. He was enthusiastic, and he knew what he was doing.
Dave Cowens was an inspirational leader on the basketball floor for the Celtics, and he's going to be sorely missed by Boston.
He just said to me, Red, he said, I've got to retire. I said, you're kidding. See, we had some rumbles of it at the beginning of the year, and we discussed it, and he decided to give it a shot. But he's got so much pride, and he said, Red, I feel my legs, I'm not jumping right. It's just one of those things that you can't put your finger on it, but he just wants to go out high.
Dave is one of the great competitors that has played while I've been playing. Dave always gave everything he had to give. I don't remember ever playing against him and seeing him do anything less than his best. He was quite a team player, and he really led them. They needed that from Dave. And I know it's got to be hard on someone with that type of competitive fire to go out there and not have all of your physical tools.
Pistol Pete Maravich, NC2A college basketball's all-time leading scorer. It started at LSU, a legend in his own time. The floppy socks of Pistol Pete Maravich, now in the Springfield, Massachusetts Hall of Fame. He's as part of New Orleans as Mardi Gras. And former football great at Green Bay, Jim Taylor, talks about his neighbor.
A couple of months ago, we were visiting and talking, and he felt like that maybe he lost some of the burning desire to excel and be the basketball player that he was a couple of years ago, and the knee surgery that he had certainly has taken away from his talent and his ability to be what he knew he was and what he could have been at this point with an injury.
His professional career started in Atlanta, on to New Orleans, Utah, and then to Boston. He finished as the 22nd all-time scorer in NBA history, but finally injuries caught up with Pistol Pete.
But when you're injured like that, I think it ceases to be fun after that many years. I can only judge by my own business, you know. As I say, traveling around doing one-nighters is not the easiest thing in the world to do, and I imagine for a basketball player that's prone to injury the way Maravich seemed to be, it would be a drag.
So Dave Cowens and Pistol Pete Maravich have decided to go into retirement. I'm going to miss them both. They were great friends, and in particular, Pistol Pete Maravich, who had the pleasure of doing the broadcast for the 5 years that he played in New Orleans. For Brent and Russ and myself and all the crew at CBS, good luck, guys.